All right, so welcome to PricePlow, the our first ever protein tasting party, sponsored by Arla Foods Ingerdients. Preston has been on our podcast before explaining the new ISO.WaterShake, and we have two manufacturers, Nutribound Labs and Simpson Labs, who've provided us a bunch of different samples to taste this new clear whey isolate, which has a far less astringent flavor profile as discussed on the podcast. And we finally have our last guest in here, so we are ready to rock and roll. I want to say thank you to both Preston and Arla Foods Ingerdients, but of course thank you to Simpson Labs and Nutribound, because we couldn't have done this without you. So a couple ground rules. We're going to be drinking a lot of protein. We're going to have to try to tear through some of these flavors. Have your water ready. And if you're taking a big sip, try to mute your microphone if you can. I'm working with a lav mic, so I'll try to do that as well. So really quickly, I'd like Joseph O'Day of Simpson Labs to quickly introduce yourself, introduce Simpson, and then same goes for Marcus of Nutribound. Couldn't have done it without you. And then let's get underway. We'll tear through some of the flavors that we're going to go through, and then we're going to just have an open discussion about this and spit out some ideas of how clear whey isolates can be improved with an ingredient like this. And finally, last note is that Ben had a family emergency, so unfortunately he's not going to be here with us, which is why you get me. So I'm going to mute myself. Joseph, you can go first, and then we'll go to Marcus, and then we'll go through all of our flavors. Thanks, everyone.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate the invite. Thank you very much, Arla. Very excited to work with you on this exciting product. So the sample submission is 20 grams of clear ISO whey, and we're going to be looking at this in a powdered beverage. I'm super excited to see what you think of the samples we have provided. Simpson Labs is a innovation-based contract manufacturer located in Los Angeles, California. We love working with new and innovative ingredients like this, and we are super excited to try these products.
All right, Marcus, if you can hear us. What about you?
Marcus, you want to go?
Yep, I was just waiting for the cue. So what's up, everybody? My name is Marcus Trilsch. I'm one of the owners over here at Nutribound Labs, contract manufacturing facility located just outside of Austin, Texas. We specialize in pills, powders, bags, and stick packs. And, I'm excited to see what you guys think about, our flavoring and our clear ways. I've been working with Arla for about a year now. And, I love it. It's been dealing with Preston and all those guys over there. So basically the samples that we submitted to you guys is 25 grams of the ISO clear whey. And so that's pretty much it. It's sucralose sweetened, if anybody's wondering, and flavoring system is natural.
There we go. Thank you very much, everyone. So yeah, we've been talking to Marcus, has been working with Preston a lot on these, and so we're excited to see what he's come up with. Simpson Labs has been mentioned multiple times on our podcast recently. You're doing really well over there. So recently the podcast with Brian Littlefield, where we were in Maine, we have some cool videos continue to come out from that. So a lot of good companies using both y'all. So I guess let's start with the flavors. With Simpson, I have an apple flavor, and we're going to mix it with 8 ounces of water. Fruit punch. I have peach and mango. And so let me look at the flavors that we have from Nutribound. Lemon Italian ice, grape sports drink, fruit punch, blue raspberry, and watermelon. Now, we have an article coming out about this ISO water shake here, but in general, maybe Preston can kind of talk about this a little bit. But in general, these are going to be like the less acidic type flavors. If you want like a sour cherry, that's going to be the other form of whey isolate. These go for a sweeter, more mild palate. And one last question from Joseph is, if you use natural and artificial flavors, or just went natural, and what sweetener levels or what sweetener types you used?
Natural flavors features sucralose.
Okay. And Preston, do you have anything to add?
No, you touched on it perfect. So with these flavors, and I know a couple of these are going to be more with the citrus notes, but what you currently see on the market is a pre-acidified WPI, which, as Mike mentioned, more the robust, refreshing flavors. You have citrus, lemonades, etc. This is a unique ingredient that only Arla Foods Ingerdients is doing right now. And it's more around maintaining proper pH levels. So you do get more of that sweet note. But the benefit, and you guys all see this here in a few, is that it drinks just like flavored water. So you're not going to have that coating in the mouth. You're not going to have sort of like when you drink a Gatorade or a Powerade, that sports drink, where it's like super powerful in flavor. This is going to be more like a true flavored water that leaves no remnants of protein, no taste, no off notes, nothing.
Excellent. I was just going to like maybe go alphabetical. We have one head-to-head. That would be Fruit Punch. I was going to start with Simpson's Apple.
Reminds me of like apple dum-dums. Is that weird? Anybody else get like the dum-dum suckers?
Yeah. I was expecting like the stereotypical sour, but it's not that at all.
It's like a natural
There's
apple.
no like...
It's refreshing. It's like apple
juice.
Like
apple juice, but without sugar.
It's not the like, bitter, harsh green apple that I was honestly expecting. I like it.
It tastes like
it's smooth.
a Honey Crisp Dum-Dum, basically.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
refreshing.
That's really refreshing. I'm impressed because I've done so many of these reviews, and I don't have that mouth aftertaste, the back of the tongue grip that you get from some of these other ones, and that's why I'm so excited about this ingredient. That right there is that's what I want right there.
Yeah, that's like the main thing of what stops me from getting clear protein most of the time is that chalky. But this doesn't have it.
No, it's just like an amino.
Start.
So weird because going in with every other apple flavored product, you're expecting to get it hit right in the jaw with like the sour punch, and it just never comes.
Yeah, that's good. Good start.
Okay, so I think what we should do is mix up the next Simpson flavor if you have enough shakers, and then while that's defoaming, we'll taste the lemon Italian ice from NutriBound. So how about, I'm excited for peach.
All right, my peach is not defoaming.
Okay.
Yeah,
while that's happening, lemon Italian ice. Is everyone ready to drink that?
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, cheers. It's good.
Wow.
That's really good.
Ooh.
I was muted, but
Marcus,
wow.
I got to give you a hats off nod on this because you went with a non-acidified WPI and you went with a very acidified flavor, but you still got none of the astringency or mouth coating. So, well done.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. I've tried all the different, pre-acidified proteins out there, and even when you try to go with the sour, I'll be honest, I've had better luck acidifying myself. So I still use the ISO, and I'll just add my own acids and achieve that same taste. I feel like the pre-acidified gives you that weird bend that's very hard to cover up. So yeah, I'll acidify it myself. And when I say myself, my R&D team is the one that figured all this out. I just take little Dixie cup samples throughout the day and say yes or no, I like it. So.
Oh, this is really nice.
I did pour out my card that I drank.
You found
Yeah, there's going to be little cards in there. It's just teen. We throw the desking cards in our packs.
No, I'm cool with it.
I like that. It's more of a neutral, like non-acidic version of lemonade, where it's a little bit more neutral. That's good.
Like an Italian limoncello, kind of like the icy. That's kind of almost like a vanilla cream, like the real subtle lemon.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of the cream to it.
Yeah, this flavor is going to work for sure.
Lemon slush is melted.
That's impressive. Okay, so good job, Marcus, on that. With the next flavor of let's pick the next flavor of NutriBound and let's get into those peach rings.
Watermelon.
I was about to say.
All right.
Are we ready for our peach?
Yes, we are.
I like that one too.
Very good. It doesn't
really
smell or doesn't taste as intense as the smell is. I think I might dial up the sweetness just a little bit. I'm not sure where I would go with this. It needs a little more sweetness, but I think this is a ton of potential.
I agree. I was going to say the same thing. I feel like just a little bit more.
Yeah. Just
like oomph.
honest opinion, it probably wouldn't be what I would choose, just because the flavor isn't as strong. So again, like if it was ramped up a little bit sweeter, and then I'd hop on board.
It's interesting to me because if you had said it was like this tastes more like an actual like physical peach. Because it's missing that. There's definitely no candy to it. It's missing a bit of the sweetness. So if you told me it was like natural peach flavored, I would get it. So
I think that's the one thing that surprised me about this and the lemon is like in my mind when I think of a clear Whey, I'm thinking of like lemon candy and like peach rings, and I didn't get that. They're more natural. And like the apple too. I was thinking of sour green apple, which is like what we're all accustomed to. And it just wasn't. These are like natural fruit flavors, which is kind of cool. I haven't ever like tasted this before.
So do you think, and this is kind of just an open question, in the sports nutrition side, we're candy flavors, super sweet, in your face flavors. Do you think that this product opens up for basically the mainstream consumer to start jumping on protein and not be scared of it because of the chalky taste and everything? It's opening a new demographic.
An hour ago, talking about one of my coworkers about this, who's not in the fitness industry at all, but is actually a vegetarian and was looking for more protein sources. And I feel like this is something that she would jump on way faster because I've given her samples of protein powder in the past, and I feel like this is way more up her alley.
It's like a healthy beverage, like drinking instead of a glass of juice. You're literally getting protein without the sugar and carbs, and it's still getting that flavor.
It feels like I even though a lot of other supplements taste really good, you can tell that a certain flavor is there to cover up something. The taste of ingredients, and I know that you all worked really hard to make this like really neutral and pH balanced, and that shows because you can flavor this, and we can sit here and be like, oh, I wish that was sweeter, because we are super accustomed to like we have to cover up the flavor of all these ingredients. But like now I think that you almost have to like pull yourself back a little bit to be like, oh, I can actually just flavor this and not have to like blow through the roof of some,
it's not a pre-work.
Mass.
You mentioned that, so if you guys don't know, we're a European company, so we're headquartered out of Denmark. So the running joke is that in North America, everything that we have is like extremely sweet, and a lot of the team over in Europe, they can't drink our flavors because they're so strong.
I was just gonna say, I feel like we are so used to super strong, and so like the fitness industry, I feel like, is very accustomed to very strong flavors. So like them, it might be a little bit of a shock, but like you said, the mainstream people who may not be looking for something that's like necessarily like fitness related might go more towards this instead of those sharp flavors that we're so used to tasting.
A lot of people in my office, they'll take like a Snapple, like those peach Snapples, and they'll drink that throughout their day, or maybe the bald Lipton teas you get at Sam's Club, and I could easily see this like replacing this day, because not everyone wants to get hit with super sour candy taste and sipping on that for like 3 hours. No one really wants that. I like doing it for 5 minutes before my workout, but that's about it.
Yeah, I
feel like it could also be even said that I feel like not only are we trying to cover up flavors in pre-workouts and other sports drinks and stuff like that, but a lot of people are dieting in the fitness industry, so looking forward to something that's like super flavorful and packs a lot of punch is something that they normally look for, whereas like this doesn't necessarily have to be that.
Yeah, and I think just for us right now, like we were expecting sour peach rings. These are generally not going to be the sour flavors, so we smelled that peach ring, but we didn't get the sour. But that's almost like an educational or like expectation thing that probably isn't a concern if you're trying to approach mainstream consumers. I know like Marcus is eventually going to try to get some of the stuff in Walmart, and I think with the right labeling and the right branding, it'll work. So that's what's going to be pretty exciting. So let's get the next one mixed up. Where are we? Like that, we've mixed up watermelon, and then we need to pick the next Simpson to mix.
Ask you guys, are you guys all using cold water?
I'm using cold water.
It's about to
go dump the other 3 out and then go get more real quick. But what flavor are we doing next?
Mine at this point is going to be closer to room temp because I have them all pre-filled.
Let's do the fruit punch showdown.
He doesn't like that. Go get some cold
I'll
water.
be right back, guys.
Yeah, throw a little ice cube in.
All right, cheers, everyone.
Whoa, that's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
That's a strong boy.
Especially for nacho, it's very powerful.
I think the apple is still my front runner.
Wow, that's good. I would buy this, and I don't buy Clear Whey.
That's the thing. I think I see opportunity to turn these into intro workout supplements. I could drink this during a workout. I usually don't want to drink a full protein or even a current Clear Whey during workout. This could be used in a lot of different ways. I bet you this one would mix well with the apple too. Apple watermelon, they feel like they'd be complementary. But I'm more than impressed. And I think Arla, Preston, you guys are going to crush it with this ingredient.
There's no aftertaste. If anything, it's just the flavoring and the sweetness. It's nice.
The apple watermelon combo is good.
I was just
try
about to
that?
say,
Each, it's
I'm going to do
I
that.
saw you do a little something. I was wondering what that.
I think also
Got left out.
Nico was talking earlier about how a lot of people are dieting and then they kind of like love their pre-workouts and stuff because it's like having a like unhealthy snack that's whatever. But I think also on the flip side, a lot of people that struggle with dieting, that when they taste like super overly candy sweet things, it could kind of like trigger that like that craving. And I think that having these more like natural flavors for some people are going to add a good value to them, where it doesn't like make them want something worse or want more of a want candy. Basically, it's just a drink to them. So I think that that's a good thing.
As we've seen a progression of more and more of the protein market comprised of the general wellness, we have tailored down our levels in products like this. When we're making products exclusive for the bodybuilding market, we do use much sweeter, bolder flavors. But on our traditional general wellness, in our products that are going to focus on the mainstream, we do tend to dial those down. And especially with dieting, when people are dieting, their taste buds are really receptive to sweetness. And so being too over-flavored is something we're very conscious on this side. But of course, it's whatever the customer base wants and their preference. We can modify it for that application.
I was thinking
Can
too,
confirm.
Workouts and those flavor fatigue starts to sit in. Like if you're doing a super sweet pre-workout and then say you're doing an amino or an intra workout that's super sweet, by the time the post-workout comes, your taste buds don't want something super sweet. So that's where this will be something refreshing, flavor different instead of the decadent chocolate vanilla, but also tone down that sweetness.
Well, I'm ready for some fruit punch.
Can confirm watermelon and apple is fire.
See, I already dumped my apple.
Very good.
Y'all should tell me these ideas before I clean my shaker.
Nice. I had a feeling.
Do you think that's also why
So-
we're leaning towards so many more fruit-flavored proteins?
I'm imagining grape Powerade right now. That's the first flavor that comes to
That
mind.
smells like
It smells
it's going to be my top one.
like a grape Propel or something. It smells very good.
That actually smells very similar to a different grape-flavored supplement.
Anyway,
So
alright,
I guess
are we
we'll
ready
go
for-
Simpson fruit punch first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready to rock?
This is one of those flavors that makes me want to take another sip again and again. I've already had two or three, and it's a hooking flavor where I like how they did this. I don't know what fruit punch profile this is, but I keep wanting more. So like, yeah, I'm a fan. I would smash the tub of this.
I'm just not too big a fan of fruit punch. I never have been, so I guess I'm not the cuss flavor.
Me too.
Now, it's not a bad flavor. I normally never buy fruit punch.
Me too. It's not a flavor I go to. It's actually one I shy away from, but it is giving very nostalgic, like the Hawaiian fruit punch, like kid drink that everybody growing up, like that is very reminiscent. That's almost like spot on to me. Like I can see the label when I drink that.
I see what you're talking
It's
about there.
syrupy. It's more smooth. I like it. Should we? I know. I just. Should we do the Nutribound one
Yes.
instead?
Mhm.
next
I thought we
to
were
do a
going to do the
comparison?
head-to-head.
I know
Yeah,
we
we're
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, mix
Oh,
yours
yeah.
up if you don't have
Fruit
it.
punch.
Yeah.
because I think we were going to do grape sports drink, but
All right, here's the Nutribound.
Yeah, Nutribound fruit punch is.
Ooh.
I smell it way stronger. So here we go. Mute.
I think I like this one better.
I will say the NutriBound tastes a lot better than it smelled. The powder.
True.
I'm more of a fan of the NutriBound one by far.
It's really interesting, the difference.
Okay, for me,
To me, the NutriBound is a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I feel like the NutriBrown one is a lot stronger, but I kind of like the Simpson flavor more, if that makes any sense.
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, our fruit punch is a combination of two flavors, custom.
Yeah, I like whatever
It's almost like
Simpson
fruit
chose
punch.
for theirs, and then, but yeah, I think
Lemon.
I would guess
Yeah.
that NutriBound used more sucralose in theirs than Simpson. If Simpson added more sucralose, I think it would win even more. But I kind of like the fruit punch that they chose as their natural fruit punch personally. So I'm with Nico over there.
I would definitely count Simpson as like a really good tradition. Then yeah, the NutriBound is you could call it fruit punch or something fruit punch, and that would probably hit a bit better for me. But it's definitely different, and it's good.
It's got a little, yeah, it's good. A little citrusy in there. I don't know. It's got a nice little extra bite to it.
We'll just
Right.
slam in every ounce of these.
I know. He's getting
I
it in.
also don't have enough shakers, so it's by necessity.
It is absolutely downing like 200 grams of protein.
If anyone didn't see my Instagram story, I just pre-gamed with an entire bag of instant mashed potatoes. So
As long as you don't use the
I,
same shaker, we're okay.
Your poor body
Nope.
is in for it.
I'm doing
tonight.
great.
All right, I think this is the grape mixed up next.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Oh wait,
Yeah,
what's the next one on deck? Mango?
Yeah,
Mango from
Should we
Simpson.
do Simpson mango? We'll mix that
Uh,
up.
let me go reload.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
come on, John.
Hey.
So while we're waiting, Preston, what is the? You said that your beta lactoglobulin product could be in a similar form as this, right?
Yeah. So in clear WPI, we talked on this one being more the neutral route, and then you have the pre-acidified, which is currently in the market. It's actually very similar with the BLG. So BLG can go either way as well. You can go pre-acidified, or you can go neutral. So basically everything we've tried, all of these flavors, can go into the BLG neutral. But what we've found is the neutral BLG actually tastes better. And I know that we're talking about how there's no mouthfeel, there's no astringency. BLG actually, it's such a pure form of protein that you get even less. It's very unique.
Will BLG be considered more of the like premium?
It would be. So I know you guys probably watched the podcast. It was very long though. So
I got it.
BLG, beta-glucuronide in whey protein, is one of the fractions. So when you have, for example, whey protein isolate, 50% of that protein is BLG or beta-lactoglobulin. So think of BLG as being the most amino acid rich source of the different fractions. So it would be premium because you're getting essentially more protein per dry matter, but also from a leucine standpoint, 20 grams of BLG protein yields 3.2 grams of leucine. So, and I know that's a big bolster on labels, that 3 gram is around that threshold for maximizing protein synthesis. 20 grams of BLG will do so. So it would be, I would definitely say it's premium. You would take it up a notch above whey protein isolate.
All right, so this one's mango. What else do we mix up, or is that it?
There will be the blue raspberry from
And
NutriBound. The only
We
one
still
left.
have
Okay.
purple. Grape purple.
Yep. This is grape. I haven't drank it yet. Have y'all already gone without me?
No.
No.
No, could not.
And it look purple to me, Nico.
Yeah, no. It's grape, not purple. Purple, not grape. I thought they were...
That's discriminating towards the colorblind.
I can't win them all.
Are
I
we
can't
ready to
because I'm that way.
we ready to go? Oh yeah, you guys going?
I'm ready.
You nailed the sports drink.
Good.
That tastes just like the name, grape sports
Keep
drink.
expecting the coating though, like when you drink a grape sports drink, but it doesn't come. So you get the flavor, but you don't get the mouthfeel.
Yeah, I'm also anticipating
I don't.
this too, and that you're
Yep.
not getting it, but it's so nice
Yeah.
to drink.
That's good.
It's like a way better for you grape
That
Kool-Aid.
way. Nah.
That was definitely on purpose.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's very chuggable. It's not my favorite. I'm not
Oh,
a
yeah.
grape person. People who like the grape drink will definitely appreciate this.
What was the other one we were gonna mix up? I have blue raz.
Mango is
Simpson,
next, I think.
Mango.
Mango,
This one's
and then blue raz.
Yeah, so mix
This
up your
one's for
blue
you,
raz right
Ben.
now, and then whenever anyone's
Yeah.
ready to drink
Blue
the
raz.
mango from Simpson.
I am starting to get full, having chugged all of these.
Mike, are you drinking from mason jars?
I am. Yeah, so I have a lot of mason jars in the house, and the one issue is that you could use a bigger size
That
than
is
for the foaming, but these don't foam as bad as the other ones I've had. So that's the good news.
I'm using I have an Astroflave one, and I have a few different Gila mixes. I will say, Sports Shaker USA would have been nice to have right now. I've heard great things about them.
You guys got to get these Arla Foods Ingerdients cups.
No,
Ooh, I'll be in Denmark next year, so
Preston,
stop by.
yeah, Preston, you gotta send them out, man. No, so I think there are some PricePlow shakers that have landed at Ben's house. If anyone can convince Ben to pack them up and mail them, then good luck. But he does
he
have
will.
a bunch of those.
You will.
Very loud drinker, John. That is some ASMR.
Just for Ben.
That's a freaking good mango. I'm glad I chose that one to chug.
That's very good. That's tasty.
That was freaking
I think
good.
this one matches up with the peach, where it has that like just like natural flavor to it, like the fruit. It is. I mean, it tastes like eating the fruit.
That's actually
Yeah,
really
I
good.
agree.
I enjoyed that. This and watermelon are my top two.
Yeah, Joe, you did a great job with peach. I think peach and mango would make. You did a great job with mango. I think the peach mango together could mix really well. I don't know what shaker it is at this point, but what I like, they're not overly sweet. So what I noticed is that I'm having better experience chugging them. And so if people who want to have a chuggable drink, you go with the lower sweetness level, and then like people like us will enjoy it. And then for sippers, mainstream people would like it a lot. I think there's a lot of opportunity here.
I would say if I was going to sip one, I would probably sip the watermelon just because that's a strong flavor, but they're all chuggable.
Yeah, very smooth and easy to go down. And last but not least, right?
Blue raz.
It's time for a
Preston,
blue
how
raspberry
was the
protein.
peach?
What better way to end your night than blue ras protein?
They actually pair really well.
It's funny because this is the most like well accepted but highly divisive flavor probably of any like pre-workout.
I didn't know until recently.
Will, you haven't mixed yours yet?
I'm just watching
I am-
everyone's reaction.
I'm
Marcus.
learning.
It's got some strong flavor.
Well,
I was not expecting
fired,
it
Will. Fired.
Like-
Okay, this I think is my new number one.
Ooh.
And I do not even buy blue raspberry things because I do not enjoy them, and this is awesome.
That's definitely by far the hardest one to get right.
Well, who
Again, you
knows
get it
what,
without
what blue raspberry flavor is right at this point because there's
Right.
800 iterations.
So
of it.
true.
Right.
I also might like this one the most because it's also probably the strongest flavored one, which is probably, just an honest opinion, but I think that might be why I'm leaning to damn delicious.
That's good.
That's the winner.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a question
But I agree with Mike. I'm mixing the peach too.
on the apple we tried. How hard would it be to tweak that into like an apple cinnamon flavor?
Wouldn't be hard at all.
So I was thinking that when I drank it, that could have, because that's like the good apple base you have in like an apple spice cinnamon, whatever.
Very easy, and I think that'd be a great application for our next round.
Oh, my basic white girl is showing. I would be so in on that.
I gotta get back to this blue raspberry.
The Uggs. I will try that with Uggs.
But everyone's loving this blue raspberry. I gotta say, it's my least favorite. I've been enjoying the pleasant light flavors, and then Marcus came and blew my face off right at the end for dessert. So I get why some people like it. I think I'm bombed out. That's when I've had enough sucralose and everything, and so I'm very impressed with all this. But yeah, for me, blue raspberries at the end of my list right now, because I was really digging on a lot of the more pleasant flavors. But that would definitely sell. I think you'd have to brand it like this is like smashing blue raspberry or something like that. That implies that it's a more intense flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Blasting blue ras.
Was that only 5? I said 6 or 5.
But I'd like to see if anyone wants to close out. I would. I have a little bit of lag here, so I'm just going to say thank you to both Marcus and Joe for participating. I know you didn't have to go out of your way to do all this, and of course, thank you to Preston for sponsoring everything. Overall, I think we're all seeing that this is going to be like kind of a next thing in protein, and you throw some smart flavors at this, and we're going to have some just completely new category of products. So for me, I'm very excited. I want to say thank you. I'm gonna mute out, but if anyone else wants to add a little bit extra, if Derek wants to close out, then please do so. So thanks again for joining us, everyone, and it's greatly appreciated. This will end up on YouTube, and I'm sure we'll try to make some good clips out of it from what my computer tried to save here. So Marcus, Joe, anything else?
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
I just
And thanks, guys, for having this.
I'd just like to
thanks,
thank
Mike.
everyone.
These lags get us. You go ahead, Joe.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you for everyone. This was a wonderful opportunity, wonderful experience, and we're looking forward to the next round.
I just wanted to thank Simpson and NutriBound both for putting in the time and making these amazing flavors. You guys crushed every single one of them. And then Mike and PricePlow, thank you guys for letting us do this. And then everybody, thank you for trying our ingredients with these guys' flavor expertise.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
So much.
Yeah, this was great.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Watermelon
Thank you, guys.
smoking.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Any other comments before we close it out, guys? Or
I now
I
have
just
to
wanna
go
say
run my
that-
dishwasher.
I think that both companies are a success. Obviously, their track record speaks for themselves, and also with this, I think that the applications and future implications of like what we can get out of this is super exciting for everyone. It's a win.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, a lot of I know we talked about Walmart earlier with Marcus, but products I see there now, I've tried a few, and they're just really tough to get even just one serving down. These, I mean, all of us enjoyed them. We could easily chug them, so hopefully we'll see them on the shelves soon. Awesome. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Yep, thanks again,
Bye.
guys. See you guys.
Thank you.
too.
So
Take
See
care.
y'all.